We want to address ourselves to claims by Lugari Member of Parliament, Honorable Sifuna, to the effect that the party, ODM, has sent him on a mission to destabilize his own party, ANC. In African culture, there is consensus that a drunkard and a loose mouth is never one to be trusted with strategy at whatever level. In Luya culture specifically, where we come from, the process of initiation opens up initiates to a world of confidentiality, measured speech, and brutal honesty. On this basis alone, there is no circumstances under which ODM and any of its leaders would entrust a coup in the unlikely event that such a plot existed to the very pedestrian political abilities and loose tongue of Lugari MP Ayub Savula. Indeed, as the dominant political movement in Western Kenya, ODM has no compelling reason to plan a coup in the ANC party against Musalia Mudavadi. We reiterate the stated policy of ODM that our policy is that of non-interference in the internal workings of other political parties, because as you all know, we have issues of our own as we strive to perfect ourselves. We have stated countless times that Musalia Mudavadi is a one-gear lorry hurtling down a hill unaided on a long-term self-destruct mode that has never needed the assistance of Right Honorable Raila Odinga or ODM to crash into oblivion. Left to his own devices, Mudavadi is around the clock coup plot against himself, simply by his uninspiring disposition, political inertia, and inexplicable affinity for bad choices. Given the millions of choices available on the political landscape, it is more exciting for us as a party to sit back and watch Mudavadi send himself into political oblivion rather than create a weak martyr out of him by plotting his overthrow. The one thing Savula and Mudavadi share that may inform their incessant outbursts against ODM must be their newfound love for easy funds from that bottomless corruption pit in Sugoi. Knowing Savula, we forgive him for today, since we can't tell if he spoke on one of those rare occasions when he was sober. However, we cannot fail to remind him that politics of the ledger, where his lips speak for the highest bidder, is not our brand. Our party is a large institution currently trying to help deal with national issues, including the COVID pandemic, and we take exception to being dragged to the level of village parties that are only now starting to reach the 1952 tribal unity stage, making it unfair for us to have to bridge the 68-year gap to their level. We in ODM pride ourselves in having the largest pool of leadership talent, including those ready to continue the good work by our Deputy Party Leader, Honorable Wycliffe Oparanya, as Kakamega Governor. Ayub Savula is not even on our radar as one of the possible successors of Governor Oparanya, and any claims otherwise are but figments of his fertile imagination. We want to challenge Savula to reveal the senior ODM official he alleges approached him with the coup plot. Finally, we like to point out to both Savula and Mudavadi that if members of their village operation decide that it is time to dislodge them from their positions, they must carry their own cross and leave us out of it. We know it has become extremely fashionable to blame ODM for all their shortcomings, but to constantly cry about another man in your own home is to reach ludicrous new lows. That is the end of the statement.